because I'm kind of a pessimist, you know. But remember that no matter what happens, one way or the other, we have won. We have a victory here today. They can never take that away from us. Everybody here, go out, and you go out proud no matter what happens. But this church is ours. This is a people's church.
In 1969, the Young Lords took over the People's Church in Spanish Harlem. The Young Lords were a radical group of young activists who fought for Puerto Rican rights within New York City by doing extreme actions to get the city's attention. When they took over the church, the Young Lords spent 11 days providing services such as breakfast programs for the community.
I remember going there in the 70s and growing up and going to school at a bilingual school. And there it was just teachers who also spoke about the neighborhood and the Young Lords and how they advocated for Puerto Ricans, which gave us a sense of power.
My mom is a native from Spanish Harlem, and my interest in the Young Lords motivated me to learn more about her home.
I remember walking down the street at 8 o'clock in the morning and listening to music playing out of either a bodega or just somebody's a tenement from an apartment building. You hear the Spanish music early in the morning, like the party had never stopped. Living in Spanish Harlem was like you lived in the entire neighborhood, okay? Because you walked out and knew practically everybody in the neighborhood, you know, especially on a Saturday afternoon where my mom would go shopping to La Marqueta. What was most exciting about going shopping on Saturday was that you saw other students from your school in the Marqueta also shopping. It was just a sense of community, a sense of a place where you belonged. And there were different parts of my life that happened in Spanish Harlem. But I think my favorite time, I would say, was during my middle school years. I went to Rafael Cordero Bilingual School. And my cousin Rosie ended up going to the same school. And my cousin Miguel went to that school as well. So I had family in middle school. Not only did I have my own family, my own cousins in middle school, but a lot of the kids were from the neighborhood that I knew, you know, so it was like a whole, I just loved going to school at the time.
What are 3 words to describe Spanish Harlem?
Vibrant, family, home. It's a place where I feel at home. It centers me. One of the things this is what's interesting. I went to acting school, right? Every time before a performance, the night before opening night, I'd walk from 103rd Street to 124th Street. That was part of my preparation before I got on stage. It felt like home walking down around the Marqueta, around the projects where my aunt used to live. It felt like home when I stood out there in front of that church, the People's Church.
Mira, Maya, look.
52.
Yeah.
Young Lord ways.
Yeah, porque los Young Lords.
Where?
Right there.
We need to take a picture of the Young Lords place.
This is what they used to,
Yes,
the
yes, and I
headquarters.
used to hang there too.
Really?
It just feels right, you know. I feel a sense of home. That's all I can say.